Africanus. He defeated Hannibal in the Second Punic Wars in 202 AD with a white dude. You know what I'm saying? And check this out. Hey, in Africa, there's 50 countries. You can't be the whole continent. Right? Ain't that crazy? We the only people that call ourselves a whole continent. When you talk to a real African, he'll be like, hey man, I'm from Nigeria. He'll be like, hey man, I'm from Zimbabwe. You know what I'm saying? He'll be like, hey, I'm from Kenya. He's gonna tell you what tribe he's from. We the only ones to tell us, we say we the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? We crazy. And that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's foolish. And we don't come from the white dudes. You know what I'm saying? Bring Psalms up. You gotta get
Book of Psalms, chapter 49 and verse 11.
Bring it out.
Their inward thought is that their house shall continue forever.
Right? So this is prophecy. That's why we believe in the Bible. Make sure you don't, we're gonna show you why you should, right? We're gonna show you who you are according to the Bible. Alright? So right now he's reading prophecy. This happened by King David. He prophesied this was gonna happen years later. You see what I'm saying? That there's gonna be a group of people, when they conquer a land, they're gonna call it after their own names, right? Bring it out.
And their dwelling places to all generations.
Right?
They call their lands.
And they what?
They call their lands.
And they who?
They call their lands.
They're calling their lands, right? Africa. That's named after Africanus. He was a white dude, right? America. It's named after Amerigo Vespucci. He's an Italian map maker.
Right.
All he did, he's from Italy. All he did was draw the map of this place.
Right.
They renamed it after his last name. You see what I'm saying? After what?
They call their lands after their own names.
After what?
After their own names.
After their own names.
See that?
You see what I'm saying? So you can't be African in America. You don't come from two white guys.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And you're not black, right? So a lot of people are gonna be like, hey, I'm black, right? After that, I tell them, I take away their whole nationality. And I tell them like, yo, you're not the same color as my people. You a shade of brown. You see what I'm saying? You wake up every day, look in the mirror, brush your teeth, do your hair, and then you're like, what happened, man? You call yourself black.
Alright, so I got a question.
Right.
Are they white?
Nah.
So what are they?
They're red.
Alright, so why not?
You said, why is it not? We got it right here.
No, I'm saying like on application.
Oh, because it's just word games that they play. You see what I'm saying? Hey, look, check this out. If you've been oppressed for a long period of time, right? If I sit down and rape, rob, and beat your people for a long period of time, if they said we was purple, we could call ourselves purple. Right. You see what I'm saying? And you never seen a white do the same color as your shirt. Right? Because you smack him in his face, his whole face goes turn red. You see what I'm saying? Right. And check it out. What does white mean? Right? White means what? Right? Over here, similar, right? We got negative, right? So we got white, meaning positive, right? Goodness, hope, clarity, openness. These are the things that white represent, righteousness. So they call themselves these things, but those are the same people who hung our people, man. Right? Those are the same people who was burning us alive. Those are the same people who were, you know what I'm saying, got us marching in the street, hands up, don't shoot. You see what I'm saying? Who literally took us and did what, man? Took our people and put them where? In slavery. Right. Took us from the western coast of Africa, put us on slave ships, man. We were defecating on ourselves. You see what I'm saying? Our women was what? They had their periods on these damn slave ships, man. You see what I'm saying? He was in that whole thing the whole entire time. Right? So, brother's gonna take help her out, right? So, check this out. So, Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3, Jeremiah 7:24. Right?
Book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 3.
Right out.
The ox knoweth his owner.
The what?
The ox knoweth his owner.
Right? So the Most High God is comparing his people to two animals. Right? You got an ox, Carlos. If you got an ox on your farm, right? And I come to your farm and I try to call your ox. You gonna come to me? Nah, because he knows Carlos the master. You see what I'm saying? And what else?
And the ass his master's crib.
Donkey. You can take a donkey, drop him 10 miles up the road, but guess what? The donkey gonna find his way back to Carlos' farm. Right? But who?
But Israel.
But who?
But Israel.
But the Israelites, God's chosen people, they were.
Does not know.
They don't know who they are. They walking around themselves saying, I don't know who I am. I don't believe in the Bible. I'm black, African American. They call themselves Puerto Rican, Jamaican, Haitian, Colombian, right? This is what the Israelites are calling themselves. They don't know who they are, right? Read.
My people,
All people.
my people,
Some people.
my people
God's chosen people, right? Read.
does not consider.
They don't consider who they are. They look in the mirror every day and you see that you a shade of brown, you call yourself black. You see what I'm saying? Let me show you why they call themselves Jeremiah.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4.
Right?
And thou, even thyself,
Even what?
even thyself,
Right?
shall discontinue.
Shall what?
Shall discontinue.
So what type of cell phone service you got?
Hey, I'll stand up on it.
T-Mobile. So T-Mobile calls, they're like, hey, Carlos, you know what I'm saying? You didn't pay your bill last week. You don't got no grace period. You about to discontinue your service. What happened? Or you say you don't got the bread, and they discontinue, they cut you off. What happened? Right, you cut off. Right, so no more IG, no Facebook, no more phone calls, no text messages, right? You can't call her no more. See what I'm saying? This is what the Lord is comparing to his people. He's telling them, hey, I'm about to cut you off. From what?
From thine heritage.
From who?
From thine heritage.
From your heritage. Your heritage is your way of life. Who you are, what you do, right? What you eat, what holy days you celebrate, right? How you dress, right? This is what a person's heritage is. So let's find out what their heritage is that they're about to get cut off from, right? Bring this up.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 24 and verse 23.
No.
All these things.
All what?
All these things
Read.
are the book of the covenant.
All these things are the book of the covenant. The Bible, from Genesis all the way to Revelation, this is the book of the covenant that the Lord made with the Israelites, right? Read.
Of the Most High God,
Right.
even the law,
Even what?
Even the law.
Even the laws, statutes, and commandments, right?
which Moses commanded for inheritance.
For what?
For inheritance.
So Moses gave the Israelites this book as their heritage. This is going to be their entire way of life, right?
Unto the congregation of Jacob.
So the Lord is telling them, hey, I'm about to cut you off from your way of life. You're not going to know nothing, right? You're going to walk around, you're not going to know you're actually an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. You're going to say, hey, man, I'm African American. You're going to say, I'm black. You're going to say, hey, I'm Puerto Rican. Because you don't know who you are anymore. The Lord cut you off, just like he cut yourself off. See what I'm saying? All right, keep going on that.
Shall discontinue from thine heritage.
Right.
That I gave thee.
Uh-huh.
And I will cause thee.
Right?
To serve thine enemies.
Serve who?
To serve thine
Hey,
enemies.
he said, and I'm going to cause you to serve your enemies. Right? So that he's telling them, yo, not only am I going to cut you off, he said, that's like him saying, hey, I'm going to cut your cell phone services, then I'm going to take it back. Then I'm going to take it and give it to somebody else. Right? He said, I'm going to make you serve the people that put you in slavery. I'm going to make you serve the people that got you out here in the ghettos and slums.
See that?
I'm going to make you serve the people, right, who was beating your backs and whipping our forefathers.
Wake 'em up.
That's what he was going to make us do. Why? Because the Israelites broke the commandments. So now we cut off. Now we don't know who we are. Now we just niggas in America. But you can't take a trip to the land of black because it don't exist.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Keep going.
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
Right.
In a land which thou knowest not.
In a land that we ain't know. When our forefathers was getting off them slave ships in 1619, they know this place.
Teach, huh?
They didn't know where the hell they was going. They was jumping off of the ships and dying in the Atlantic trying not to get it.
Right.
See what I'm saying? And now, hey, 400 years ago, our people was trying to run off them slave plantations, getting shot down, didn't care, because they was trying to get the hell up away from the damn white man.
Right.
Now we walking hand in hand with the white man like it's great.
Yeah.
But he's still over here, got his foot in on there, right? We Trayvon Martin, Philando Castile. Why we still dying in the streets? Okay, so can I say anything? Go ahead, I'm gonna let you say something, right? And I'm gonna keep rocking.
You can't blame all white people.
You can't blame white people.
You can't blame all white people.
Nah, check, let me get 48. Let's get 48.
Right. Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 48.
Bring it out.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies,
Right.
which the Lord shall send against thee.
Which who?
Which the Lord shall send against
Right,
thee.
the Lord sent the white man against us because let me get 15. Because we broke the commandments. Check this out. I got a son. I tell him all the time, Carlos. I say, hey, look, I want you to clean your room, take out the dishes, and do the garbage. Right? Now I get home from work and he don't do it. You think I'm happy? He gonna get an ass whooping. Now is my belt gonna just come off of my hip and whip his ass? No, I gotta take the belt off. That's the same thing with the Lord. Now he not about to hop out the third heaven and start whipping every Israelite. Like, hey, all you Israelites line up. Yeah. No, he's gonna send a nation against us.
Right.
So that's literally what he's doing. He's telling us in verse 48, hey, if y'all mess up and break my commandments, I'm gonna send a nation against you. That's what? 48.
And thou shalt serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against
No, they
thee.
sent themselves.
Which the Lord shall send against
The
thee.
white man just wanted to come hurt us.
Which the Lord shall send against
The
thee.
Lord sent the white man against us.
In hunger.
In what?
In hunger.
In hunger. He said, hey man, I'm gonna make you serve your enemies when you hungry. The white man is the only man who takes water that drops down off of the floor. Hungry, right? So check this out. Charlie Steakhouse. Who owns them? Somebody look like us? When you try to get food to fill up inside of your house in your refrigerator, where do you go? Walmart? Right. Who owns Walmart? You don't know. It's a white dude. See what I'm saying? A white guy owns it. But check this out. You gotta go to him to do what? To get food. Because we don't own any of those things. That's a curse. When we was living in Jerusalem, you could go in your backyard because you had a vineyard.
Right.
You could go in your backyard because you had a field.
Right.
You had cows. You can literally go kill a cow, right? Have food, and you can make a whole coat out of it. Right? You make a garment. So we don't have enough money to do that. You got barely enough money to pay your rent and your cell phone bill. You working 4 jobs. Your feet hurt. See what I'm saying?
Right.
My feet hurt.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I'm working damn near 24 hours a day, feel like. Right? See what I'm saying? Just to make ends meet. Little one, they got money for days. Why? Because this is their kingdom. They built it up.
Right.
You gotta serve them in hunger. It's a curse to have to serve them for hunger
And thirst.
and when we thirsty.
And in nakedness.
When we thirsty. You gotta go to get water, right? Dasani, Poland Spring. Who owns that? Our people. Our people own that? No. Water's free.
Right.
Don't God let it rain down from heaven? Right? Check this out. The white man said it's a felony if you catch rainwater.
Damn
He
shame.
could lock you up for 15 years if you catch rainwater that's free.
Wicked.
That's wicked. The Lord said it's free. Right? Keep going. And in what?
And in nakedness.
And in nakedness. Clothes on your back. Right? So we picked $16.9 trillion worth of cotton. And now we don't own no textile mills. So if you want Fendi, Gucci, Prada, Joe Boxer, don't matter what it is, hey, you gotta put it on, you gotta go to the white man to get it.
Right.
Because you gotta serve him in everything. And in what?
And in what of all things?
I want a house loan.
All
I
things.
want a car loan.
All things.
I want an education.
All things.
We gotta serve the white man in everything.
Right.
No matter what it is. Because why? This is a curse that the Lord was on us. Right, let me get 45. Right? 28, 45.
Book Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15.
Right?
But it shall come to pass,
Listen to this. The Lord said it's gonna come to pass.
if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy
He
God,
said, hey, if you don't listen to the words of the Most High God,
get
right?
out, to observe to do all his commandments,
Just some of his commandments.
all his commandments,
The ones that I like.
all his commandments.
Carlos, how many commandments did he command the Israelites to do?
I'll read about it.
So listen to what he said. Read it one more time.
But it shall come to pass.
Right. So check, it's just like my son. If I tell him to do all of his chores and he only do 2 out of the 3, did he do all of them? No. It's the same thing with the Israelites. If they don't do all the commandments, they're gonna catch these curses. And they're gonna get these ass whoopings. Just like he's our father, all right? You say you believe in God, right? He's our father. Just like I have a son. And if he don't do what I say, there's gonna be consequences. But if he doesn't, it's cool. It's the same thing with the Lord. He said if we don't keep the commandments, there's things that's gonna happen, right? Us going into slavery is one of those things.
Right.
Us having to serve our enemies in hunger and thirst and nakedness and want of all, that's us having to get our behinds whooped because we didn't listen.
Right.
That's literally what it is. It's the same thing with my son not taking out the garbage. Saying I'm taking off my belt and now I'm tearing his behind up. You see what I'm saying? It makes sense. It's all logic, right? Keep going.
To observe to do all his commandments,
Right.
and his statutes, which I command thee this day,
Right.
that all these curses,
All these what?
all these curses,
Hey, Carlos, is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? It's bad. Right. So if the Lord is saying all these curses are going to come upon thee, what?
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
He said they're going to come upon you and overtake you. Let me get 45.
Verse 45. Moreover, all these curses
Right.
shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee.
And shall what?
And shall pursue
Hey,
thee.
they're going to pursue us. Right? It's just like, hey, man, if I'm running from the cops, they're going to be chasing me. And then at some point, if I trip and fall, hey, they're going to catch me. That's exactly what happened to us. The curses caught us. The Most High got mad. He was like, hey, man, I'm tired of y'all going off. I'm not about to have no more mercy on y'all. It is what it is. Y'all about to catch his ass with, period. Right? Keep going.
And shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed.
Till what?
Till thou be destroyed.
I'm a nigga.
Till thou be destroyed.
I'm a Negro.
Till thou be destroyed.
I'm African.
Till thou be
So
destroyed.
we're destroyed. We don't know who the hell we are now. We're literally destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you brother came up here, you don't know who you are. You literally said you African and you called yourself 2 white people. That's crazy. You called yourself a whole continent. Not saying that you came from one country for it. You called yourself the whole continent, right? Let me keep going.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
Right.
to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee,
Right, read 46.
and they shall be upon thee
And these curses are going to be on the Israelites, right? Read.
for a sign.
For what?
For a sign.
For a sign. What is a sign, Carlos? What is a sign? What does it do for you? Yeah. Kind of.
Yeah.
You can. What does that smoke shop sign do for you? What does it do? It tells you what's in there. It's identifying mark. You're right. That's exactly what it is. So if you know if you wanted to smoke, you could go over there to the smoke shop.
That's right.
If you wanted to go to Charlie's because you was hungry, hey, you could go in there and get some food. It identifies and lets you know what's going on. He said, hey, these curses are going to be on the Israelites as a sign to identify who they are in 2024. All right? That's how we know who they are there. Because if you fit the curse, if the glove fits, hey, man, you got to wear it. The shoe fits, wear it. If the curse fits, that's who you are. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Upon thee for a sign and for a
To
wonder.
make you think. Like, damn, bro, I really am brown. How the hell am I calling myself black? This brother's right, man. You know what? I don't come from two white people, man. Let me start thinking now. Now I'm thinking, I'm trying to reconsider some stuff. Right? Because you never heard this. Somebody break it down that way before. See what I'm saying? Keep going.
And upon thy seed forever.
2024.
Forever.
Just for a little while.
Forever.
Forever's a long time. It's literally infinity. Right? They're going to be on us forever. This is how we can identify who we are. Let me get 32.
32.
Right?
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
This is how we know we the Israelites. And how I'm telling you, this is why you don't believe it. This is why we can identify who we are. He said that the Israelites will be sold and given to another people. Who did that happen to? If Master Jackson came to Master Johnson's plantation and said, I want these 5 niggas for a barrel of wheat, what happened? They gone, right? I'm gonna take y'all asses from Florida and ship you out to Georgia. It is what it is. Y'all gonna sing Swing Low Sweet Chariot as y'all go up the block. You see what I'm saying? And I'm gonna never see you again. Your parents can never see you again. Hey, that happened to our people, right? That didn't happen to the black man. That didn't happen to the African American man. You see what I'm saying? That didn't happen to the Puerto Rican man. That happened to the Israelites.
Right?
Right? Keep going.
Shall be given unto another people.
Right? We would give it to another people, right?
And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
Right.
And there shall be no might in thy hand.
There's no might in our hand. You see what I'm saying? Because why? The real Africans, right? They left us. Why? Because they knew that we was Israelites. If we was really African, they would have came over here and got us. But they didn't. Because they knew that we was different people, right? Let me get Exodus 11 and 7 real quick. All right, Exodus 11 and 7. This is to show you that, hey, we different people. See what I'm saying? So now I'm gonna give you 2 more. Right? 2 more, and then I'm gonna let you rock. All right, King?
Exodus chapter 11 and verse 7. But against any of the children of Israel,
Right?
shall not a dog move his tongue,
Right?
against man or beast, that you may know how the Lord doeth put a difference.
No, we the same.
Doeth put a difference.
We the same.
But doeth put a difference
So the Lord is putting a difference between who?
between the Egyptians
Between the Egyptians, which are the real Africans, and who else?
and Israel.
And Israel. Right? Because, hey, we don't eat doo-doo. Right? You see what I'm saying? We're not gonna drink piss. You see what I'm saying? I'm not about to cut lines in the middle of my forehead.
That's mad.
You know what I'm saying? Walk around a little bit. No, I ain't doing that. You see what I'm saying? It's not in our blood. We too cool. We Jake. Right? We want to get fly. You see what I'm saying? That's what we want to do. But there's a difference between the Israelites and literally the actual Africans.
Right.
Hamites. That's where
Right.
they come from. We come from Shem. 2 different people. Alright? I'm gonna give you these last 2 and I'm gonna let you rock. Check this out.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 58. 54. So that the man that is tender among you,
Right?
and very delicate. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate.
Right? So we used to be tender and delicate. Right? Because Carlos, if I give you a package and it says it's delicate, how you gonna handle it? We care, right? So that's how we used to be. I used to be like, hey Carlos, how your family? How's your mom doing? Right? Y'all need anything? Need some water? Need some food? Hey, I'm having a barbecue next week. Just bring your whole family by. You say we just gonna chill. Kick it. That's how we used to be. You see what I'm saying? But now, are we like that? Am I looking out for my brother nowadays? No. The average.
Personally,
Me? Yeah, I will.
yeah,
See what I'm saying? Right.
You saying like as in general?
But as a general, as a nation of people, do we do that? Nah. You see what I'm saying? We're not, right, exactly. We're not going to do that. You know why? Because we're under these curses. Right, keep going.
His eyes shall be evil towards his brother.
His what?
His eyes shall be evil towards his brother.
What's that sound like to you? His eye is now evil towards his brother. They got a term for it nowadays. Black on black crime. This is where they get it from. They got it from the Bible. Because it's a curse on, it only fit, hey, the blood's in the crates. Right, I grew up in New York. Certain spots you can't go wearing red. Certain hoods you can't go wearing blue. Right? Certain spots you can't go wearing gray. Right? The Latin Kings versus the MS-13. You know what I'm saying? All people are out there killing each other. We have an evil eye. Right? But how come we don't got an evil eye towards the white man? Towards the man who's literally out here doing all of this to us. Right? We got an evil eye towards our people. And why is it that the other nations, hey, they actually care about their people? Right. You see what I'm saying? You see two Japanese people, right? They might battle each other, man, show each other respect. We can't show respect. I grew up in New York, man. You see what I'm saying? If I walked in New York, man, down 34th from 10th, and so I accidentally bumped into a brother, or I stared at him too long, bro, he might try to pull out a blicky. He might try to stab me. You know what I'm saying? He might try to throw the hands. Why? Because he got an evil eye towards him. But if it's a white dude, hey, sorry, sir, keep it moving. Why is that? Because they not under the curse. Right?
And toward the wife of his bosom.
Hey, toward his wife of his bosom, baby mama drama. Who got higher rates of baby mama drama than us? Nobody.
Right.
Nobody. Hey, this is out the Bible. That's a curse that only fits one people. Because the white man ain't having baby mama drama.
Right.
Japanese man don't got baby. The Arab man don't got baby mama drama. We do.
Right.
At a high rate. You know what I'm saying? We look at statistically, we leading all of that. Right?
And toward the remnant of his children.
Toward the what?
The remnant of his children.
Toward the remnant of his kids, right?
Which he shall lead.
No, I'm gonna stay and raise my son.
Which he shall lead.
I'm gonna be there for my family.
Which he shall lead.
I'm gonna be there for my daughter.
Which he shall lead.
Who grows up without fathers? What? Black people. But is Moses talking to black people? Who's he talking to? Carlos? Huh? Moses ain't, is Moses talking to the black people? Or is he talking to a nation? Talking to who? Israel. Right. That's who he's talking to. So this is, remember I said if the blood fits, these are the curses. He's saying, hey man, all people are gonna have an evil eye. That's the Israelites. He said those people are gonna be having their sons and their daughters given to other people. That's the Israelites. Not black people. See what I'm saying? All people are gonna have fathers not in the home. That's not black people, that's Israelites. You know what I'm saying? So now we're making a connection. Now the glove is fitting. Right? Now we fit these curses. Because the white man can't say that that's him. Japanese man can't read that and be like, hey, that's me. No, it ain't you. Right. You got your whole family. You see what I'm saying? Y'all can go back to China. Where the hell we going? Where?
Stay here.
We gotta stay here. Right. You know why we gotta stay here? Because we're waiting on our savior. That's why. And we in captivity. We still in captivity. From 1619 till now, we just prisoners of war. That's it, man. You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
Deuteronomy 28:46. Right, 68.
Right.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Right. So what were the Israelites doing? The first time they was eating. Let me get you the 5:11. Right. What were the Israelites doing the first time they was in Egypt? Carlos, you know? You don't know. All right. So we gonna tell you. Right. So you're gonna bring this out real quick. Exodus 22.
Book of Judah, chapter 5 and verse 11.
Right.
Therefore, the king of Egypt.
King of who?
The king of Egypt.
So he said, hey, the king of Egypt, right?
Rose up against them.
Rose up against them, the Israelites,
and dealt subtly with them.
dealt subtly with them, right? He was sneaky. You see what I'm saying? If being this brother, I'm like, hey man, we plotting on this brother. You know what I'm saying? We plotting on brother. That's dealing subtly, right? Read.
And brought them low with laboring in brick.
Brought them low with laboring in brick. Right? They was out there building pyramids, man. Right? Read.
And made them slaves.
Made them what?
And made them slaves.
Who were the Israelites?
And made them slaves.
And made them slaves. The Israelites were slaves in Egypt. Right? So that's what he's talking about. So when the Lord, check this out. You and me, Carlos, right? We go down there, you and me, right? I say, hey, we're gonna have a boys' night out. We're gonna go to downtown Orlando. We're gonna kick it. We get robbed in downtown Orlando. Right? That's a traumatizing experience, what you say? Right? So the next week after that, we chilling at my crib. You kind of pissed me off. I'm like, yo, man, Carlos, if you don't stop chilling, bro, I'm gonna take you down to Orlando. What comes to your mind the first thing that after I say that? Right. A traumatizing experience again. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, that's what he's telling the Israelites. He said, bro, last time y'all was in Egypt, y'all was slaves. He said, if y'all keep messing, I'm gonna take y'all asses back into another slavery. And you ain't gonna like it, because you ain't like the first one you was in.
Oh no.
See what I'm saying? So let's find out what that slavery is, right? What mode of transportation? How did so-called black people get to this side of the world? What mode of transportation? On what? On ships. Right.
Boom.
On ships. Matter of fact, let me get the sign for Egypt too, real quick. Let me get that sign on pyramid.
We got the pyramid.
So there. Yeah. Right, let me get Revelation 11:8.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 11 and verse 8.
So because this is the $1 million question. Why they got pyramids on the back of the dollar? Why they got that on it? Because you could pull out a dollar out your pocket right now, you're gonna see a pyramid on the back. Right. Because remember, the Israelites were slaves in Egypt, right? But they got an Egyptian pyramid on the back of the dollar. So bring this out.
And their dead bodies.
And their who?
And their dead bodies.
Orlando Castile.
And their dead bodies.
Trayvon Martin.
And their dead bodies.
Eric Garner.
And their dead bodies.
Hey, he's talking about the Israelites. He said their dead bodies are going to be where?
Shall lie in the street.
In the what?
In the street.
In the who?
In the street.
In the street. Whose dead bodies lie in the street?
Facts.
Whose dead bodies get shot down left and right for the goddamn white man?
Right.
Our people, man. No. You see what I'm saying?
Us.
It's only us.
Right.
Because I seen Arabs who are darker than you, bro, and they ain't getting shot down in the street.
Right.
They come over here, they get a loan, they go build a whole 7-Eleven in your neighborhood.
Bring it out.
Selling you Lucy's, selling you wine, selling you drink, and then where did they go? Back to their gated community while you still in the hood. Right? Right? But keep going.
And their dead bodies shall lie in the street.
Lie in the street, which is America,
Of the great city.
that great city,
Which spiritually.
is spiritually called what?
Is called Sodom and
It's
Egypt.
called Sodom because who promotes sodomy and homosexuality more than America? No country. You right. You could be a transformer, a transgender. You could be whatever the hell. You could be a trans anything out here, right? And they accept it. When they took the Lord's rainbow, right, from Genesis 9 and 13, which he made a covenant with Noah that he wouldn't destroy this place with a flood, they turned it for a symbol of homosexuality. Right? That's why it represents Sodom. And Egypt, because check this out. The same slaves that built up ancient Egypt came over here and built up America for $17.9 trillion worth of cotton. That's why they put the dollar on the back of it. Because they know that they got the same niggas.
Right.
They got niggas over here building up Egypt, they got niggas over here building up spiritual Egypt.
T-shirt.
See what I'm saying? It's making sense now. And they putting it right in your face. They telling you that, hey, I know who you are, Carlos. You don't know who you are. Keep working for me, nigga. That's what they keep saying. Keep not knowing who you is, nigga. They laughing at you. Literally. But they got the, hey, the Lord said in the last days he's gonna put the prophets back here to tell you what's going on.
Right.
That's why we out here. For you, bro.
Right.
To tell you that's real love. We're trying to show you who you really are. You ain't African American. You're not black, right? You're not me. No, you a child of the Most High God. You actually a king and a prince, man.
That's right.
That's who you are, bro.
That's right.
See what I'm saying? Keep going, huh?
Deuteronomy 28:68.
So now, this is the nail in the coffin. This is why you should believe and know who you are out the Bible. And this is why you got to start reading, man. Right? Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
He's bringing the Israelites back into slavery with what?
With ships.
With who?
With ships.
How do we get here?
With ships.
Transatlantic slave trade?
With ships.
Hey, the Lord said, in the future, I'm taking y'all asses back into slavery with ships.
With a ship.
If y'all mess the hell up and break my commandments. That ain't that happened to us? Didn't
Yeah.
Hey, everybody in the world cannot relate to that.
At all.
I don't care what you can look all throughout history.
That's right.
They're not going to see. Only the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans went into slavery on ships. Because why? We the Israelites.
Right.
That's it. Right? And what else happened?
By the way whereof I spake unto thee,
He said, hey, exactly how I'm telling you, that's it talk. Is what?
thou shalt see it no more again.
Exactly how it's going to happen. He said, hey, you ain't never going to see Jerusalem again.
So,
Have you ever been in Jerusalem? You probably ain't never left the country, have you? Right, neither have I. See what I'm saying? Our people don't, from the time we got on slavery to the time now, hey, we still been here. Right? Keep going.
And there ye shall be sold.
We shall be what?
Ye shall be sold.
What happened to us?
Ye shall be
He
sold.
said, hey, as soon as you get off of them slave ships, you're gonna get sold. Wasn't we sold on auction blocks to the highest bidder? Right? For 5 barrels of wheat? And the bottom one,
See that?
that happened to all people, man.
up.
Hey, but that happened to the Israelites, and it happened to the black man, and it happened to the African American. This is literally our history, bro. That's why this book is in the non-fiction. It's not fake. It's a real record.
Right.
Fictitious is literally fake stuff. That's that fairy tale stuff. You find this book always in non-fiction because it's a real record about real people. It's about us. See what I'm saying?
Right.
Keep going.
Ye shall be sold
You shall be sold.
unto your enemies.
What's the white man?
Your enemies.
Oh, what's the white man?
Your enemies.
Hey, the white man is our enemy, man. I don't give a damn what they say. That's our enemy.
That's what the Bible says.
Literally. He's telling us who our enemies are. Now
Fact.
we don't know.
I'm around my
400 years ago, we knew.
Facts.
See what I'm saying? That's why we was jumping off the ships. But now, hey, we walking hand in hand with them. You think everything's cool. No, it ain't cool. That's why he's still shooting us down in the streets, because he knows he's our enemy. That's why he hates us. See what I'm saying? Keep going.
Sold unto your enemies.
Right?
For bondmen
The slave men
and bondwomen.
and slave women,
And no man shall buy you.
and nobody was gonna get you out of this captivity. From 1619, Carlos, we've been here, bro. We never left. See what I'm saying? So if I had to ask you now, what's your real nationality? According to the Bible, what would you tell me? Right!
That's right.
Boom and shove.
Boom and shove.
Hey, you an Israelite, bro. See what I'm saying? Hey, that's the best kept secret, man.
You shall remember this.
That is the most beautiful thing that a brother could ever find out is who you actually are.
Facts.
Nobody can ever take that from you now. And that's why you gotta believe that's your whole history book here, bro. Right? So check this out. Now that you know you're Israelite, is that it? Is that it? Now you know? Nah. Cause check it out. If my son was breaking my commandments at the house, does he still gotta clean his room? Yeah. So if we was breaking the commandments, do we gotta come back and keep it? Yeah. Right? Let me get Deuteronomy 10 and 12, let me get Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
Book
Right?
of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12.
Bring it on.
And now Israel.
And now who?
And now Israel.
And now who?
And now Israel.
And now who?
And now Israel.
And now Carlos. Cause you Israel now. See what I'm saying? Right, read.
What doeth the Lord thy God require of thee?
Hey, what does the Lord require of you, bro? Right, read.
But to fear the Lord thy
Hey,
God,
to fear the Lord,
to walk in all his ways,
to walk with him,
and to love him,
right?
and to serve the Lord thy God
Right.
with all thine heart,
So that who?
with all thine heart,
Right?
and with all thy soul,
Uh-huh.
to keep the commandments.
To do what?
To keep the commandments.
What we gotta do?
To keep the commandments.
Hey, you gotta keep the commandments. Right? Now, the fear of the Lord, right? Let's bring this out, King. So he said, first thing we gotta do is fear him. Right? So people who fear the Lord, what do they do? Right? Bring this out.
The book of Psalms, chapter 111, verse 10.
Right?
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
This is how you get wisdom. When you fear the Lord, right? True wisdom is to fear the Most High and do what He says. This is like my son. If he was actually had fear and believed that this belt was gonna come off, he'd be like, yo, I'm about to get this shit done. Oh, look, Dad on the way home, it's 4:59. Shoot, I got 20 minutes. He gonna get it done quick, right? Read.
A good understanding.
Hey, what?
A good understanding.
A good understanding, right? Have what?
Have all they that do his
Now
commandments.
they don't do it.
That do his commandments.
You get a good understanding when you start to do the commandments of the Lord. Right, so we're gonna give you some commandments, all right, King, that you can start keeping today. All right, so check this out. You eat shrimp, crab, lobster, pork.
I don't eat pork.
You don't eat pork? What about shrimp, crab? Use that? Let me get Leviticus 11 and 9.
Book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 9.
Get out.
These shall ye eat of all that are in the water.
The Lord is gonna tell you what you can eat that comes out the water. All right?
Whatsoever have fins and scales.
Gotta have what?
Fins and
The
scales.
Lord say?
Fins and scales.
It's gotta have, Carlos. Fins and scales, right? 'Cause check this out. If you got a fish tank, right? And in your fish tank, you have a filter. What does the filter do? The filter cleans out the fish tank, right? Because there's no animals in there to clean up all the fish. So if you go to the ocean, fishes take shit, just like you. And when they take a shit, right, the water goes up, their shit flows all the way to the bottom. Who cleans that up? Shrimps, crabs, lobster, right? Oysters, mussels. They literally clean up the shit off the ocean floor. So when you take the shit, when you eat that shrimp, crab, lobster that you like, you really eat shit. And hey, if you had a Ferrari, right? What type of gas you gonna put in there? 93. You're not putting in 87. Nah, because what the 87 gonna do?
You're gonna miss the power.
it's gonna jack up the engine. So check this out. You're the Ferrari. The shrimp is literally 87. Don't put the shrimp in you. You the Ferrari. You see what I'm saying? Don't do that. You gotta put that 93, man. You gotta put that you know what I'm saying, that salmon, right? That bass, right? You can't eat catfish because they got fins and no scales. Right? But keep going.
Whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers,
Right.
them shall you eat.
Them shall you eat. But keep going. What's the next verse?
And all that have not fins and scales
All that don't have fins and scales, Carlos, read.
in the seas,
Right.
and in the rivers, and of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters,
Right.
they shall be an abomination unto you.
The Lord say,
They shall be an abomination unto
It's an
you.
abomination. So don't eat it. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, you don't want to eat the crap. Remember, eat the Ferrari. Don't eat that 87, right? All right?
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6.
You know,
For thou art an holy people.
are the what?
Are a holy people.
Hey, that word holy in the Hebrew is called kadosh. It means separate, right? We're separate, right? We're not like everybody, right? Can nobody dance like us? Can nobody cook like us? Can nobody as smart as us, right? We the best. Nobody look as good as us, right? You know what I'm saying? We the best on the earth. Out of all the people that He made, we the best, and we know we the best. Hey, that's what that word means. We're separate, because we're the Most High's faith, right?
For thou art a holy people.
We're separate, right?
Unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God have chosen thee
Right.
to be a special people.
No, we're more.
Special people.
No, we're just regular.
A special people.
Ain't we special, bro? We special, man. You special, Carlos. You a king, man.
That's
right. You a prince, bro. Literally on this planet.
Read.
Ain't nobody better than you, man. Read.
Unto himself.
Right?
Above.
Below.
Above.
Equal to.
Above.
Underneath.
Above.
We above who?
All people.
Some people.
All people.
White man.
All people.
Japanese man.
All people.
Ammonites.
All people.
Hey, we above all people. Read.
That are upon the face of the earth.
Hey, that sounds like racism to me. He said the Israelite man is above all people that are upon the entire planet, man.
Right.
We the best, man. We the Most High's favorite. Don't forget that, bro. That's what the Lord really thinks about. He says, hey, man, you the best on the planet, bro. Right? Now we're going to give you another, you going to stop eating that shrimp, crab, and that lobster? All praise. All praise. Right? All praise.
Numbers chapter 15 verse 38.
Hey, we got a dress code. Because you know how Jake like to get fly. You know what I'm saying? We get that from the Most High. Right? So he got a dress code. This is part of our heritage. Right? Read.
Speak unto the children of Israel.
Speak to who?
The children of Israel.
Everybody.
The children of Israel.
We gotta speak to you, Carlos. You were Israelite, right? This is love for my brother, right? Read.
And bid them that they make them fringes.
Make them what?
Fringes.
Make them who?
Fringes.
Make them fringes. You know what a fringe is? Nah. You see all these mighty brothers on the bottom of their shirts? Things that's hanging? That's fringes, right? Read.
In the borders of their garments.
So in the borders of all their garments, no matter what shirt they have on, they got fringes.
That.
All right? Read.
Throughout their generation.
For how long?
Throughout their generation.
Ain't we still out here generating, making babies? Yeah. So he said, hey man, as long as you generate and making babies, the Israelites are commanded to have fringes. Right? Read.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
Hey, what?
A ribbon of blue.
So, hey man, the Lord said, hey look, y'all can get fly. Right? Because this brother got red fringes, right? This brother got the purple fringes. That's cold, man. See what I'm saying? This brother got the white fringes, got the gold fringes on. This brother got the black fringes. You know what I'm saying? We got to match our clothes that we got on. But hey, he said, you got to have a what up on the fringe?
A ribbon of blue.
Every brother got a ribbon of blue on. You see what I'm saying? So no matter what color the fringe is, we make sure we got the ribbon of blue. That's a commandment, right? We got to keep it. So that's, and we're going to tell you what the actual fringe is represented of, okay? Read.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it.
Right.
And remember.
And what?
And remember.
So we're supposed to remember what?
All the commandments.
Some of them.
All the commandments.
First 10.
All the commandments.
You gotta remember all the commandments. But check this out. This is a commandment that's not in Exodus. It's not one of the first 10. It's more than 10 commandments. It's 613, right? This is why we gotta read the book. Because if you wanna hide from a nigga, put it with him. If you wanna hide something from a nigga, put it with him. See? That's a good place. But I'm gonna put it in the book. Because I know niggas ain't gonna read. You see what I'm saying? Right? We're not gonna read. We're gonna do everything. We're gonna play 2K. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna put us some shots. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna chase after the girls. Hey, we're not gonna read. We're not gonna take time to open up a book and actually, nah, bro, I ain't doing it. Because, hey, now we read it. We see the book, we read it now, we know who we are, right? Light that turned on, right? Keep going.
That ye may, and it shall be unto you for a fringe that you may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord,
right?
And do them.
And what?
And do them.
And what?
And do them.
So it's a reminder, man. It's a reminder to keep the commandments. Next time you go to the store, right? And you're like, hey, man, I'm thinking about that shrimp. You look down at your fringes, like, you know what? I can't eat it. Right? I'm that Ferrari, man. I can't put that 87 in. You see what I'm saying? That's what you gotta remember. So you can get fringes right at Amazon. You can go to Joanne Fabrics. All right, you can ask one of these brothers. We'll give you your number. We're gonna give you a flyer. You can email us. We can show you where to get the fringes from. You know what I'm saying? You go put them on your clothes. All right, bro. You gonna get some fringes? You gonna get you some fringes? All right, all crazy. All crazy. All right. So how you know how to get the kingdom? You know how to get to the kingdom of heaven? Let me get Matthew chapter 19, verse 16. All right.
Look at Matthew. Chapter 19 and verse 16.
Right?
And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do that I might have eternal life?
Right? So somebody came up to Christ and he said, hey, what do I got to do to get eternal life? That. Right? Read.
And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good?
He said, why you calling me good? That's what Christ said. Right? Read.
There is none good but one.
He said, there's only one person good. Right? Read.
That is God.
Hey, it's the Most High God. He said, I'm not good. Most High God is good, but not me. Right? Read.
But if thou will enter into life.
He said, hey, but if you want to get to life, right? Read.
Keep the commandments.
Do what?
Keep the commandments.
Right? Read. He said, hey, if you want to get to the kingdom, he said, you got to keep the commandments, Carlos. That's why we're telling you some of the commandments, right? Keep going, keep going.
He said unto him, which?
So he asked him, he said, hey, which commandments I got to keep? Right? Read.
Jesus said,
he said unto him what?
Thou shalt do no murder.
Hey, he said, don't murder. You find that in the Old Testament. Right? Read.
Thou shalt not commit adultery.
Hey, he said, hey, don't commit adultery. That's in the first 10, Exodus 20. Read that. Right? Read.
Thou shalt not steal.
Hey, he said, hey, don't steal. Right? Read.
Thou shalt not bear false witness.
He said, hey, don't bear false witness and be a liar. Right? Read.
Honor thy father and thy mother.
He said, hey, honor your father, honor your mother. These are the commandments that Christ gave to this young couple. Right? Read.
And thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
And what?
Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Hey, check this out. Christ gave him another commandment that's not in the first 10.
Right.
He said, love your neighbor as yourself. Where's that at in the first 10 commandments? It's not. Let me show you where it is. Leviticus 19 and 17. Right? He went to Leviticus. There's commandments in Leviticus that we got to keep too. I know I said 2 more. Right? Brother gonna give you a flyer. All right, Carlos? Bring us out.
Leviticus 19 and 17.
Right?
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
He said, hey, don't hate your brother in your heart. Right? Because, hey, that's one of the things our people have a lot of hate for. And I'm gonna keep it 100. I had a lot of hate towards my dad. Right? When my dad left when I was 12, he used to rip up the blocks from me, bro. Literally. I could see my dad's house right here. His house at the smoke shop. My house is right here. I would come home from work every day, man. He wouldn't even come say nothing. What's going on, man?
Yeah, I was gonna say what y'all
Well,
man.
everybody what's going on. I killed.
Yeah? Jonathan. From New York? I'm from New York. Come on. LA.
I'm in LA now.
Okay, what part? Suffolk County, Brentwood? Yeah. From Corum. Corum.
There we go.
Howard.
When did you graduate? You went to school out there?
Yeah. When you graduated? 05. Yeah, 05.
You knew Clarence and all of them.
Yeah.
And Tyson and all
Yeah.
that. I grew up on that block.
Okay, yeah, bro. So check it out.
I recognize you. I knew that.
Bruh.
That's crazy.
Praise to the Most High, bro. All praise to the Most High. So check this out. Bruh. So we was just showing the brother right here, man. You believe in the Bible? Right? So, hey, you got to keep the commandments. So, real quick, right? And I'm going to do one second. So, can you eat shrimp, crab, and lobster? Nah, right? You got to get some more. 93. 93. Yeah. All right, so, hey, I love you, man. You know what I'm saying? All praise to the Most High. right?
Take care, brother. Look into that, man.
All right, I will. I say, hey, all praise to the Most High, bro. Oh, you get it now, bro.
Yeah, I'm working right now, so I'm working moving from I moved to family.
Okay. So check this out. So what we do is we come down here and tell our people who they are according to the Bible. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Because if I was to ask you what's your nationality, what would you tell me? Black. Right? So are you the same color as your shirt? Nah. Who told you you was black?
When you go to jail, it says black male.
Right. The white man. Yeah. The white man told you. See what I'm saying? Some of our brothers come here and tell us they're African American. I tell them, bro, you can't be too white. Right? This came from Africa is named after Cornelio Scipio Africanus. Right? He defeated Hannibal in the Second Punic War in 202 AD. He was a Roman general, so white dude. How we calling ourselves the whole continent? There's over 50 countries in Africa. Right? See what I'm saying? Why are we not saying that we from Zimbabwe? Or we from Kenya?
Yeah, you got to direct with exactly
or from Nigeria.
Because there's Middle Eastern people and we not.
Psalms 49:11. So check this out. And the reason why we say that, right? Because it's a prophecy in the Bible. That comes back and tells you that, hey, these white people call these lands after their own names. Right? So that's where you get Africanus from Cornelio Scipio Africanus. That's where you get Africa from. America was named after another white man, Amerigo Vespucci. Right? He drew the map of America. Now we calling ourselves American. But we don't come from a white guy. And you're not a Colorado crayon box. So now I took away your whole nationality, your heritage. Who are you for real? Now you don't know. So what we do is we show our people who they are according to the Bible. Right? Because you're actually a king and a prince in this world. You know what I'm saying? And nobody else is going to tell you that. Right? Bring this out.
In Psalm chapter 49 and verse 11. The inward thought is that the houses shall continue forever.
Right? He said, hey, most people, right, most nations that are on top, they think it's going to last for a long time. Right? You got Egypt, the Assyrians, right? You got the Romans, right? They all thought, Babylonians, Persians, and Medes, they thought it was all going to last for a long period of time. What happened? Hey, the Lord rose up another nation, and they got wiped out.
Same thing here.
Exactly what's going to happen. This place is about to be birthed out. You see what I'm saying? So you want to know who you are in the last days, because Christ ain't coming for everything. He's coming for specific people, right?
And they're dwelling places to all generations.
Hey, and they're dwelling places to all generations, right? Because they let go of it to last for a generation, but then it doesn't, right? Read.
They call their land.
They did what?
They call their land.
They who?
They call their land.
They're calling their lands, right? Read.
After their own name.
Africa.
After their own name.
America.
After their own name.
So they call their lands after their own names. That's a prophecy that comes with that.
All prophecy.
Right? Check this out.
Look at Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 3.
You know? Let's do this.
The ox knoweth his owner,
Right?
and the ass his master's crib.
So the ox, the prophet Jeremiah is comparing his people, right? Isaiah selected to his people to literally two dumb animals. If I come to your house, right, on your farm, and I try to call your ox, you don't come to me? Nah, because he knows you're the master. And you can take a donkey, drop 10 miles up the road, hey, he's gonna come back to your farm. But guess what?
But Israel,
who?
But Israel.
The Israelites,
doeth not know.
they don't know who the hell they are. They're walking around calling themselves African American. They call themselves black. They call themselves Puerto Rican, Jamaican, Haitian, Colombian. All these terms that were given to them by who? Their oppressors. And literally the people who literally put them into slavery and captivity. Right?
My people.
All people.
My people.
Some people.
My people.
Hey, my is a possessive pronoun. Now, if it's my dollar, is it yours? No, it ain't yours. If it's my dollar, it's my dollar. Oh, you see what I'm saying? So if it's his people, it's only the Lord. What's your name, man? Antonio? Read the Bible. The Bible.
My people,
Right?
doeth not consider.
Hey, they don't even think about who they are in these last days. Right? They don't even think. We don't think about it. We wake up every day, you know what I'm saying? You look at your brown skin, you be like, hey, I'm black. That's what they call it. I believe the white man was calling us purple. He was calling us purple. You see what I'm saying? Because we was what? In captivity. Right? Bring this out,
In Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 4.
Right?
And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage.
So Jeremiah is telling his people that they about to discontinue. Right? Hey, what's cell phone service? Verizon. And T-Mobile. Check this out. And Antonio. What type of cell phone service you got? T-Mobile. So T-Mobile calls you, bro, and they're like, hey, man, you forget to pay your bill. We about to discontinue your service. What happens? We say you got the bread. Then what? You get cut off. You get cut off. That's what the Lord is telling us gonna happen to the Israelites. He said, hey, if y'all keep messing up, y'all gonna get cut off from what?
From the inheritance.
From who?
From the inheritance.
From your heritage. What is that? What is our heritage today? Is our heritage hip hop? No. Is our sisters hip? Is our sisters heritage for them to go into the club on Fridays and Saturdays, shake their ass on that? No. What was our heritage before we got off the slave ship? We don't think about it. We don't even consider it. We don't think about who we were as a people before we got off the slave ship. Because we was a whole nation before that, right? We had a culture, we had a way of life, stuff that we wore, things that we ate, right? Things that we did that we don't know about now. Why? Because the white man took it all from us.
Well, I'm gonna keep it real. I grew up Christian and I started practicing Islam because when I started to read the Quran, I started actually finding truth rather than stories.
In the Quran?
Yeah. I started finding like science. I like science, you know what I mean? Behind, because the Bible and the Quran kind of go, they kind of parallel to each other. You know what I mean? As far as the stories.
Right. Let me get Babylon 10 real quick.
Yeah.
You got it? Please.
I don't know if I don't got no other.
Oh, yeah, no, y'all got all types of stuff.
I see you got that apocrypha right there.
Yeah, we got that too.
I never read that.
This is Babylon and Timbuktu.
Babylon and Timbuktu. So we're gonna deal with real quick, right? Well, Quran. All right, because the Quran, what does it mean?
To recite.
The word Quran, what does it mean? It means to recite. It means to recite. So if you're reciting something, it's something that was already written. You just reciting what you see. Right? So let's find out about Muhammad. Like this was prophet.
Babylon and Timbuktu, bro. Rudolph.
Yeah, hold on, y'all. My bad. No disrespect. I just gotta answer this phone call real quick. I'm not going over.
This is page 45. The birth of Islam.
The birth of Islam. This is how Islam started. Right?
Muhammad was born 5070 AD.
Right?
4 years after the death of Emperor Justinian.
Right. So we're talking about the birth. Start it over for the brother.
This is birth of Islam, page 45.
So this is the birth of Islam. This is how it started. All right. Check this out.
Muhammad was born 570 AD.
570 AD. Right?
4 years after the death of Emperor Justinian. He was a descendant of the tribe of Quraysh from the family of Hashem. His mentality was of precious or beauteous. In his youth, he was never taught to read or write.
Right. So Muhammad couldn't read, couldn't write. You know what I'm saying? So this is why he had to recite stuff. Right? Jump in. Right? On his business trip. Right?
Jumping down. On his business trips,
Right?
he met Jews.
He met who?
He met Jews.
Who did he meet?
He met
He
Jews.
met Jews on his trips. Alright? Keep going.
Christians and members of other sects.
So this is where he was able to pull different things.
That's why it parallels like that.
Right, because he was pulling stuff from who? The original people. He was pulling it from the Jews. Because they already had this. They had the laws already. Statutes and commandments of the Most High God. So he would go chill with them and be like, yo, what y'all talking about? What's that? Oh, okay, because he couldn't read and write. So he had to ask them, yo, what you talking about? And this is how he was able to formulate Islam. But he took it from this.
Right.
So why would you go to the secondhand source when you got this? Right here. You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
He interrogated them.
He what?
He interrogated
He
them.
interrogated them, bro. He was really in their face like that. What's going on, bro? You see what I'm saying? That's what he was doing. He was trying to get some information out of them, right?
He interrogated them concerning the tenets of their religion.
Of what? Israelites. The law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, right?
He frequented the environment of the Jews.
The who?
The environment of the Jews.
He always stopped by to see, yo, what's so good about what these Jews got going on over in this Bible, man? Yeah. He wanted to know what the heck was going on in this Bible. That's why he always kept coming back to see what the Jews was doing. Right, read.
And their rabbis.
And who?
And their rabbis.
And their rabbis. Right, read.
Mostly because they were merchants.
Because they were merchants. Right, read.
And an omnipresent ethnic group.
Right.
Because he could not read or write, his ears were attentive and keen to everything that the Jews related to him.
So he took everything from the Jews and literally started to flip it and try to make it Islam. But this is where it came from. All of Islam literally comes from this. And all they're doing is reciting the commandments that we already have. You see what I'm saying? Right, keep going.
Muhammad learned and extracted much from the Jewish religion.
From the who?
From the Jewish
He
religion.
extracted much. That's why he took it. That's why you see all the stuff in there. Hey man, they tell you in there, hey, resort back to the Bible.
Bible, it said, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Exactly. Why he tell you to go back to the Bible? He tell you go back to the source. Don't come back to the second hand. Go to the source. Get it from the source.
Like, real quick. He said he got a revelation from Allah.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and that's what they like. If he couldn't read or write, how could he say this? But that you just explained how.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because he was chilling with them. You see what I'm saying? He couldn't read and write, so he was chilling with the Jews, and he's like, hey man, that's not a revelation, bro. You should chill with them. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
I gotta meet somebody down the block real quick. I want to come back and talk to them.
Hey, we got take a picture of that, bro. Yeah. Take a picture of that. Babylon and Timbuktu, man. We got Paul Windsor. We got a flyer too.
It's crazy. There's no coincidence that.
Yeah, bro. It's none at all. It's none at all. He got one quick scripture for you.
I'm out.
You know what I'm saying? Like, say, we here, bro. Yo, we here every Friday, every Saturday.
I'm not.
I know you out here. I'm saying, but hey.
But listen, if there's any way I could even reach out to y'all,
Bro, yeah, we got a
if y'all got
flyer
a
for
card
you.
or flyer or something.
I got a flyer in my book bag. Where's my book bag at? Right here.
I ain't gonna lie. I want to keep learning. I want to keep learning.
I watched them I watched them on YouTube. Like,
Got flyers for you, bro. All the information is on here, man. We got the YouTube, we got the IG on there, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole ton of classes and stuff on there. When we go in there, we go into it, man. We tell you, and ultimately, what we're trying to show you is, bro, is that you will be an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. That's who you really are. That's your real nationality. Your God-given nationality. If you will be a so-called black man, you will be an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. Let me get Hebrews 7 and 14 real quick.
Islam is a so-called Arab religion.
Right.
If we learn, they had us in slavery in the sub-Saharan slave trade.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Bring it up, dude.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 20 and verse 24.
Right, bring it up.
Man's goings are of the Lord.
What you say?
Man's goings are of the Lord.
Man's goings is of the Most High. Right? Y'all didn't know y'all was gonna stop there and see me. I didn't know y'all was gonna come by today. Right? We literally from the same hood. We keep literally just over after. You should chill on the block. Clarence. I'm saying Terry. I'm saying Tyson. Right. That's what I'm saying. Dante and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Call me Little Dante, bro.
And Vernon.
And
Right.
Vernon, yeah,
Big
bro.
Vernon. You know what I'm saying? Or Benita. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, who's out there?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It's no coincidence. The Lord had you stop by here today, bro. It's his word. You know what I'm saying? All praise to the Most High. Keep going.
How can a man then understand his own ways?
He said, hey, you're not going to understand where you're going, but the Lord knows where you're going to drop you off. You know what I'm saying? So he dropped you off right here so you can understand, hey, y'all the Israelites from the drop too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all look up this stuff right here that we gave y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro.
because I like to take the information and I like to play devil's advocate, but I want to see where y'all coming from, and then I listen like to the Muslims, see where they coming from,
Right.
and whatever makes sense to me, like that, like you're breaking it down,
Right.
The thing about Islam with me is that it taught me a lot of discipline, and the practices of it changed my mentality as far as sticking to my word and doing the thing that I said I was going to do. And that's what I got. That's why I stuck to it, because at the time I needed that.
Right.
And that's what that conduit was for. You know
Right.
what I mean?
And now-
but there was like the knowledge part of it stopped somewhere, and it was
Right.
like I needed to learn.
Right. And that's why, because you still didn't know who you were.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You didn't know
Yeah,
that you
I'm
wasn't
just
black.
reciting over this stuff.
Exactly.
I'm reciting stuff. Truly don't even know what some of it even means.
Exactly.
That's great.
Bring it up.
So this is out of the Quran. This is Surah 29 and 27, showing you that even Muhammad knew the true prophets were the Israelites.
Right.
And it says, and we gave to him Isaac and Jacob and placed him in his descendants prophethood and scripture. And we gave him his reward in this world. And indeed, he is the hereafter among the righteous. So this is where they got that from. This is Amos chapter 2 and verse 11. It says, and I raised up of your sons for prophets,
Right.
and of your young men for Nazarites. It is not even thus, O ye children of Israel, says the Lord. So even your Quran understands the real prophets of the Israelites.
It's us, man.
So that's showing you more proof that the Quran is reciting the Holy Bible. Which is right here.
Oh, who?
Oh, children.
Children of Israel.
Right.
Remember my favor which was bestowed upon you.
Talk about
I
us.
preferred you to the
I prefer
Alameen. I prefer you to the Alamin. Mankind is jinn.
See that?
He's
So they know.
telling them, hey, I prefer the Israelites. Oh, so who the Israelites? That's what everybody needs to be asking. They need to who that? We the Israelites, bro. The so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, y'all are the Israelites according to the Bible. We're not black, we're not African American, we're not all the Israelites. That's what we are.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 5 and verse 15.
Right.
Drink waters out of thine own cistern.
Do what?
Drink waters out of thine own
Hey, you
cistern.
gotta drink water from your facts. You gotta drink this water. This is the living water. You know what I'm saying? You can't drink the water from, you know what I'm saying, the damn Arabs. You can't go to the damn Japanese and learn what the hell they do. No, drink it from our forefathers. You know what I'm saying? Who was literally given to you. This was given to us by the Most High.
With the Bible, what makes you go to a certain place and read this book or this?
Let me guys say
Like,
28 and 9.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm
cause
sure.
sometimes with the Bible, I used to open up and just get lost because it's like,
Right. It's a
Psalms 111 and 10.
Yeah.
Psalms 111 and 10.
111 and 10. And then also get Isaiah 28, start at verse 9.
Isaiah chapter 28 and verse 9.
Right? Right. It's a puzzle. Right? And then get Psalms 111 and 10 too. This is a puzzle. Acts 30. Right? So it's a puzzle. Right? You gotta, in order to understand it, it's coded out. Because if the Most High God wrote in here, hey, the white people are the devil, right? They would have burnt the book. If they said, hey, the black people are the Israelites, they'd have burnt the book. You see what I'm saying? It wouldn't have been labeled to last 400 or 500 years. You see what I'm saying? Bring this up.
Book of Isaiah chapter 28 and verse 9.
Right?
Whom shall he teach knowledge?
Whom shall he what?
Whom shall he teach knowledge?
Who is he going to teach knowledge? Right?
And whom shall he make to understand doctrine?
Who is he going to make to understand the doctrines of the Lord? Right? Read.
Them that are weaned from the milk.
Them that are what?
Them that are weaned from the milk.
Who gets weaned from milk? Now, what type of people?
Babies.
It's babies.
Oh, baby, yeah.
Babies get weaned from the milk. So you got to be a baby in order to understand. Right? To come into this thing. Read.
And drawn from the breast.
And drawn from the breast. Right? Keep going.
It's like them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast, right? Because babies, they don't know anything, right? You give your child everything, all its knowledge, all its wisdom and understanding. You can teach your child any language, right? Because they don't know anything.
Right.
So you got to come back to the Lord as a baby. That's what it's saying.
Yeah,
you gotta be
And not bringing in your own doctrine, not bringing your own understanding.
I felt like that like recently. I'm like, yo, I gotta be reborn. I gotta start over.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, my ways wasn't the right ways. Like, I'm starting to learn my ways the right ways. You know what I'm saying? So now, with that being said, I gotta start over.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a new man. I'm becoming a new man.
all praise to the Most High. But it's better when you have something to hold on to.
Right,
Like
exactly.
this and guide you. Right? Rather than
Verse 10. For precept must be upon precept.
That's scripture upon scripture. Specifically, a precept is a law. It's got to be a law on top of a law. You take it from here, take it from there. That's how you understand it. Right?
Precept upon precept.
Right?
Line upon line.
Line upon line.
Line upon line.
Right?
Here a
yeah,
little.
yo, we gotta shoot. They keep calling me back. They
Okay.
waiting for it.
All right.
We gonna spin back. We gonna come right
We ain't going
back.
nowhere.
Keep
Oh,
going.
I gotta do this again.
And there a little.
Right?
Now let him
For with
do it.
stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to these people.
What?
Will he speak to these people?
Right, he got to speak to us, man, because what happened, right? We weren't going to be speaking Hebrew by the time we got back over there, man. The white man done beat our language out of us, man. He beat our names out of us, man. He beat all these things out of us, and then what happens, man? We don't know who we are anymore. We walk around calling ourselves
Yo,
black,
we right
African
here, bro.
American.
My bad.
You see what I'm saying?
Stop.
Right?
Keep going. We're coming right now.
To whom he said, this is the rest wherewith ye may cause the weary to rest.
Right.
And this is the refreshing. Yet they would not hear.
Yet they what?
Yet they would not hear.
Our people don't listen sometimes, man. Right? Keep going.
But the word of the Lord was upon them, precept upon precept.
Right?
Precept upon precept, line upon line upon line.
Right.
Here a little and there a little.
Right?
That they may go and fall back.
And fall where?
And fall back.
Right? Hey, some of our people, man, they try to read it and they fall backwards because they can't understand. You know what I'm saying? They don't get it. It's because they're not keeping the commandments. In order to get
From
the
the King
wisdom.
James version.
Yeah. Right? In order to get the understanding, you got to start doing it. Right? Keep going.
And be broken.
Right?
And snared. And taken.
Right. And take it. Bring us out.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 8 and verse 30. And
Right.
Philip ran thither to him and heard him read
All right,
the
y'all.
prophet Isaiah and said,
God bless, man.
understandest thou what thou readest?
Right?
And he said, how can I except some man should guide me?
How can I what?
How can I except some man should guide
Hey
me?
man, you gotta have somebody teach you this thing, right? Right? Some random people can't just come out here. You can't learn it from the Quran. You can't learn it from the white man, right? You can't learn it from the damn Japanese man. You gotta come learn it from the prophets, man. All right? You gotta come learn literally who you are straight out the Bible, man. You gotta have somebody break it down.
Why not?
Right?
Believe it?
Brother, don't read.
Keep going. That's what I'm
Psalms 119, 104. Right? Through thy precepts.
Do that what?
Through thy precepts.
You know what I'm saying?
Through thy
Hey,
precepts.
man, through the precepts, man. That's how you what?
Let's get understanding.
Hey, that's how you get understanding, man. Right? You get understanding by taking a little bit out of Genesis, right? Then you go to Isaiah, right? Then you jumping into Leviticus. Now you over in Matthew, right? Then you hit Revelation. Now you in Timothy, and now you back in Jeremiah. This is how you get understanding, right? And ultimately you got to do Psalms 111:10. You got to first start keeping the commandments. Right. You got to keep the commandments first. Right, then the Lord will start giving you wisdom little by little. That's right. Right? But first, the first thing, you brothers gotta first know who are you. You gotta understand who you are, man. And most are willing, them brothers really come back, man. So we can ultimately break down to them, why we know without a shadow of a doubt, man, who we are. Right? Let me get Romans 13 and 11. Right, first Corinthians.
Therefore, I hate every false way.
Therefore what?
I hate every false way.
Hey, we hate every false way, man. The Quran is a false way, man. Right? That's why we hate it, man. 1 Corinthians 15, verse 6.
Book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 11.
Right?
And that knowing the time.
And that what?
And that knowing the
Hey,
time.
man, they gotta know what time it is, man. Right? Hey, we living in the last days, man. Right? They gotta know what time it is. Hey, the brother said he's hungry, man. Hungry for the word, man. He's trying to restart and redo it, man. He's trying to really try to understand who he is, man. Because he realized he wasn't going down the right way, man. Right? Keep going.
That knowing it is high time.
It is what?
It is high time.
It's high time, man. It ain't low tide, it's high time, man. To what?
To awake out of sleep.
To do what?
To awake out of sleep.
Hey, to wake out of that slumber the Most High had us in for a long period of time, man. Now it's time to wake up, man. Now it's time to come back to who you are, man. Right? Keep going.
For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Now our salvation is nearer. Hey, King, can I talk to you real quick, bro? Let me ask you a couple questions.
I need my daughter right quick, bro.
You come back, though?
We're going back through that.
You gonna come back through?
Yes.
We ain't going nowhere. We're gonna be here, man. I'll say it. I'm gonna see you when you come back, bro.
You won't come here.
Oh, okay. They said I'm gonna be here. They said Zach gonna be here too. All praise. What's up? Get your toast.
That brother had a day off today.
Right.
Yeah, you don't know what time it is.
Hey. Yeah, now just look. I see what's out with this guy. Okay.
It's our time. It's our time.
All right, 1 Corinthians 15 to 34. 1 Corinthians 15 34.
Right?
Awake to righteousness.
Do what?
Awake to righteousness.
What we want these brothers to do?
Awake to righteousness.
Hey, we just want them to wake up to righteousness, man. That's it. We want our brothers, man, to understand who they are. Wake up to the righteous commandments of the Most High God, man, and faith in Yahushua. All right? That's it, man. Let me get 2 Ezra 9 and 7 real quick again. Right? Let me get Sirach 36. And sin not. And do what? And sin not. Hey, we trying to pull them out the fire, man. We would have gave them, you know what I'm saying, their heritage. We gave them the dietary law. We would have gave them Yahushua. We would have gave them all these beautiful things, man, that would have helped them to be able to grow in the spirit. All right? That's what we do, man. This is why we come out and do the work of the Lord. That's why it's important to make sure brothers is coming out and doing the work, man. All right? We need our brothers to be out here. Right? Standing up, man. Holding posts, man. Right? Passing out. Everybody got a job to do. And you can't be, if you're not there, how can you do your job? Right? If you're not present. Brothers got to get the hell up, man. Right? You got to start making these sacrifices for the Most High. Because otherwise, man, hey, man, the Most High may count it against you. You don't want him to count it against you because he knows you're not going hard. Right? He'll take the spirit back from you, man. Right?
For some have not the knowledge of God.
For what?
For some have not the knowledge
Hey,
of
that's
God.
cold, man. There's some people who don't have the knowledge, man, like this brother. They don't know it. And you get it all the time, man. Every Friday, every Saturday, you get the word, man. You understand who you are. Hey, you can't take that for granted, man. Some people don't have the knowledge of the Most High. How about you know right? They don't even know his name. They even gonna call on G. They call on Caesar Borgia, man. That's who they gonna call him. See what I'm saying?
I speak this to your shame. I do what?
I speak this to your shame.
He's talking to you, man. He's saying, I'm speaking this to your shame, man. You should feel bad when you know you're not doing right by the Most High. When you're doing just like you're in the negative, man. Brother said, hey, man, you out here just going in and out with the shorty, man. Treat him like a hoe, man. Don't do the Lord like that, man. Don't do the Lord. Don't treat the Lord like you treat your ex, man. Don't treat, man.
Jump off, man.
Calling her every time you just want a quick booty call, man. That's what you do with the Lord, man. That's wicked, man. It's wicked.
Make the Most High side.
Right. Most High your side piece now. You call him whenever you need something. Right. That's off as hell, man. Hey, you don't think the Most High know what you doing? Like you getting over on the Most High. No, you're not, man. He's literally gonna come. He's gonna come get up with you. He's gonna come blow that candle out, and it's not gonna be pretty. Right, bring this out, King.
Book of 2 Acts, chapter 9 and verse 7. And everyone that shall be saved.
And what?
And everyone that shall be saved.
Everybody that's gonna be saved, what?
And shall be able to escape.
Shall be what?
And shall be able to escape.
Hey, man, you want to be able to escape in that thing, right? Right? Because, hey, we know the famine is coming. You know the missiles is coming. You know the plagues is coming, right? We know the nation, the rising against nation is on the way, man. How you gonna get out, man, unless you know you're doing right by the Most High? You can't. You just gotta pray for mercy and grace, man, and do the best that you can. But don't half-ass and don't be lukewarm, man. Right? Read.
By his works.
By his what?
By his works.
Hey, by your actions and what else?
And by faith.
And by faith.
Whereby ye have believed.
Whereby ye have believed. Right? Right? The book of Sirach, chapter 36 and verse 11.
Bring it out.
Gather all the tribes of Jacob together. Do what?
Gather all the tribes of Jacob together.
Stay at home.
Gather all the tribes of Jacob
Hey,
together.
we trying to gather the 12 tribes.
Hey!
That is the job, man. That is the work, man. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful, man. To see brothers that I've known, man, I've seen before, grew up with on the block, man, come out here and be like, hey, brother. You know what I'm saying? Then you give them the word, man. Now they want to come back and know who they are, man. All praise to the Most High. All praise to Yahweh Shem Yahweh. Right?
And inherit thou them.
And do what?
And inherit thou them.
My prayer is he inherits these brothers. Like he did from where?
As from the beginning.
As from the beginning, man. Just like he did with Jacob, man. Right?
Book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 21.
Bring it out.
And a mighty angel.
And a what?
And a mighty angel. Read, took up a stone, like a great millstone, and cast into the sea, saying, thus with violence.
That's what hugs.
Thus with violence.
That's what kisses.
That's what violence.
That's what hugs.
That's what violence. Shall that great city Babylon be thrown down. Read. It shall be found no more at all.
Right, and with that we give all honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. Come and show.
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 Death to America.
Death to America.
Death to America.
Death to America.
Death to the Edomites.
Death to the Edomites.